Hello, this is Shar from the Real Kitchen for Real People. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. It's getting a little better, so let's keep up the good work. This morning we're going to have waffles and chicken. And at first I'm going to fix my chicken. Right here I have uh, two chicken breasts and I've cut them up, washed them, and cut them up. These are boneless, skinless chicken breasts. So I'm going to season those with the seasonings that I have here, which is kosher salt, Creole seasoning, paprika, and black pepper. And then in this bowl here, I have 1 egg and about a half a cup of milk. And over here, I have a cup of flour. So I'm going to season my chicken and season my flour. I know a lot of people season their flour for fried chicken, but I season both so that when you get down to the meat, you still have flavor down there. So I'm going to fry these, and then I am going to prepare the waffles after that. So I'm going to season these for you. Before I season the chicken, I want to go on and put my oil in my skillet and get it heated up. Okay, I put the oil in the skillet. It's about a fourth full. I don't put a lot of oil in there. And then I'm going to turn this on medium heat so it can be heating up. So I have it on medium heat. Right here, medium heat. So that's going to be heating up while I season my chicken. So it'll be good and hot when I'm finished over here. Okay, I want to start by whipping my egg and milk together. So I want to make sure that this mixed up really well. So that's what we're going to do here. So it'll be ready to dump my chicken breast in there. Okay, so just mix that up real good. Okay, we're going to set that aside. And then I'm going to season my chicken. I'm going to start with black pepper. Creole seasoning. Just a little of this because it can get really powerful. It's real salty too if you put too much. So usually when I do mine, I just season one side of my chicken and then I just massage it in. Okay, just a little kosher salt. And a little paprika. Season, I got those all seasoned up. And then I'm going to put the same seasoning in my flour mix. So I'll just put a little paprika in here while I have it. A little kosher salt. Because I'm only making this for two. So chicken and waffle for two. Put your little Creole seasoning. And a little black pepper. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a fork and kind of mix this flour up. Mix the seasoning in there. And don't be alarmed if the seasoning makes you sneeze, because it makes me sneeze every time, that Creole seasoning. I don't know what's in it, but boy, it'll do the job. Okay, so over here I have my chicken. So I'm just gonna take the chicken and just kind of massage it around in the pan so that my seasoning will be throughout the chicken. And then I'm going to drop these in the egg mixture. Toss it, and then toss it into my chicken flour. Okay. Toss that in there. And into the flour. And then you just kind of move that around into the flour. Toss that over the top of it. In the meantime, try to keep an eye on your skillet with oil in it. You don't want to set off your smoke alarms. Now in a minute my fan will come on the oven because I'm cooking. So if you hear that in the background, excuse me. So that's how it'll look when you get ready to put it in the skillet. Now some people double dip. You can dip it again if you really want crusty tops, but once is enough for me. And I'll just put it back over there on the pan. Get it coated really good. And this is the coating I use for all my chicken. Sometimes I put a cayenne pepper in the flour batter, but since this is breakfast, I'm not gonna do that hot deal. It's too hot. That's a dinner chicken. This is a breakfast chicken to me. So I put that in there. Toss it really good. Now this is one of my daughter's favorite. I mean, every time we go out, that's what she's gonna order. Chicken and waffles. So she requested this. And Mama, once you do chicken and waffles, try chicken and waffles. Okay. So we're trying this chicken and waffle recipe. So, got one more to do. Okay. Put it in there. Toss that around. And toss it in your flour batter. And it is a messy job here. So after this, I wash my hands up again real good and clean this area up. Okay, so these are now ready to go in the oil when it's good and hot. In the meantime, I'm fixing to wash up. Okay, and the way you check your oil to make sure it's hot enough. If it's not fizzing, then it's not hot enough. So you just take a little of your flour and just kind of do that and see if it fizzes. So that fizz, but not as well as I want it. Because the secret about fried chicken is you got to make sure your oil is hot. Okay, and while this is cooking, I'll come back because I don't want the blower to be so loud you can't hear me talk. So when I set this in the skillet for it to cook, then I'll start getting my stuff ready for the waffles. So I'll go over to the waffle counter. Okay, now it's hot. I can see it smoking. And yeah. So just lay those in there gently so you won't splatter. And I just do 3 at a time in my little cast iron skillet. Okay. Just want to move those around a little bit. And let those cook until they lightly brown, and then you never cover your chicken when you first put it in. Just let it cook And then you'll see the caramel brown going around the edges. And then at that point, you can turn it over and then cover it. So I'll wait till those are brown. In the meantime, I'm going to get my waffle iron plugged up and all the ingredients out. And I'll let you know what those are. Okay, you see the caramel brown around the edges. I'm going to turn that over. And let that continue to cook. And now I'm going to get my waffle mix going. Okay, I plugged up my waffle iron, and this is a Belgian waffle iron by Crisco, and I got it at Bed Bath & Beyond because I wanted the kind that was the thicker waffle iron. So I'm gonna let that heat up. Okay, while that's heating up, in this bowl I have 2 cups of baking mix. Now the baking mix I use is the Pioneer baking mix. I like it. I've been using it for years for pancakes, waffles, biscuits. It's just great. But anyway, you can use whatever baking mix you have. And I have 2 cups of it in this bowl and then 2 eggs. And now I'm getting ready to add 1 cup of milk to it. And then a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Okay. And I'm going to mix that all up real good. Mix that up real good because it don't take that long for that waffle iron to heat up. So I'm going to mix that real good. And it will be kind of thick, so don't be alarmed. It has to be thick when you're making waffles, your batter. So mix that up really well. In the meantime, keep an eye on your chicken. Okay? Make sure it don't burn. So I'm going to mix that up really well. And it'll be like that consistency, okay? So let me go check on the chicken. Okay, I turn it one more time. Like that. Cook for a few minutes. Now that my waffle iron is heated, I'm going to spray it with my pan. Spray the bottom and put a little bit on the top. Like that. And I can tell it's hot because it's kind of bubbling the oil. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the next step. Before I put the waffles in the waffle iron, I want to take these pieces out because they're done and drain them on a paper towel. Okay, now I'm going to get ready to put these other ones in there. I'm going to do the same thing. Let them brown one side before turning. You see how pretty these are? They're delicious. Okay, now I'm going to take 3/4 cup of the batter. It's really messy. I'm going to put it in the middle of the hot iron, waffle iron. Get it all out of there. Put it in the middle and let it spread on its own. And then, once you have it in there and it's kind of spread it, then you close your waffle iron and then you flip it. And this little container under here catches anything that flows underneath there. That's why I liked it, because it catches. Sometimes it'll run off on the side, and then the little light here at the top. You see a little light at the top of this one, and when it turns blue, then that means it's ready to flip back over and it's done. So we'll wait on it to get finished. In the meantime, let's check on that chicken. And if you're not able to multitask like this, you can do one at a time. But I'm always doing more than one thing in the kitchen at one time. So it's just, you know, it saves time. I don't really have that much time to just do one thing at a time all the time. So I'm ready to eat breakfast and have coffee and waffle and chicken. So I'm going to check on this chicken. Okay, the second batch, just turned it over and it's cooking on the other side now. Okay, my indicator light on my waffle iron said it is ready. Okay, so I'm going to turn my waffle iron back over, like that, and take this waffle. It's ready to take out. Okay, here is my waffle. It's finished. So I've added my chicken. So now I'm ready to munch down on my chicken and waffles. And before I do, I always like to garnish mine with some cut up bananas, or you could put strawberries or blueberries, pecans, or whatever you want on the top of your waffle. And then I heated up my syrup, because I don't like cold syrup, so I'm gonna drizzle that over the top. I don't like a lot of syrup, but just enough to, because that syrup is really sweet. So now here you have your chicken and waffles, and it was very easy, and I know it's going to be delicious. So if you like this recipe, let me know. Thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Be sure to do that so you can automatically get new recipes and notifications of giveaways. So without further ado, I'd like to say thank you for viewing. Thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you. And I'm getting ready to eat. So till next time, love, love.